Okay. I'm pressing going live. I'll tell you when we're live. It says preparing to live stream.
This is the last.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. I'm going to share the link for all of our Facebook viewers. Oh, I better turn off.
Yeah, there's the echo. That's fun.
Whoa, you got to turn off this. I turned off the sound on my computer. Let me share it on Facebook. Everybody, we're here with Rabbi Bassin.
Hi, guys.
And we are live. Think about Thursdays with the one and only Rabbi Sarah Bassin. Of course, it won't let me tag you. Story of my life. All right. You can actually, you should see the picture okay, Sarah, you can actually now, if you go to our page, go to our Facebook page, in a moment, it should post and you can share it. Okay. There is one person watching now. That might be me, but we're early. This is why we go on early. And then also everybody who are subscribers on YouTube will get an email saying that we're live, which is very exciting. Did you see it come up?
Yep, I'm sharing.
Oh, you know what? I need to unpin from the top. You know what? I just remembered it's Shavuot. Wow.
Almost.
Yes, it's almost Shavuot.
Share on a page you manage. No, I just want to share.
Oh, you got to change it to yourself, like the little thing that says who you are.
Share in a group? No. It just gives me group, event, or a page I manage. That's weird.
You got people watching now, Jay. Good morning, Jay. Jay, you are on time. We are sharing and getting people on here right now.
Hey, hey.
Jay, if you can let us, it froze on computer, but maybe that's just me. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, Lisa Field Shapiro. Lisa, I watched all of your dog videos that you sent me this morning. Thank you. They were very fun. Good morning, Marge.
I've fully discovered a new genre of dog video in quarantine, which is dogs and babies together. It's just getting me prepped for my future life.
Dogs and babies together.
Yeah. Okay. It's adorable.
Okay.
It's a whole genre.
You just shared it. Good job. I still haven't been able to share it. Everybody, you should get ready for some questions for Rabbi Bassin. I know she looks not pregnant at all, but she's almost as pregnant as you could possibly be in life. Sarah?
That is true. I'm 10 days away from my due date.
That's pretty far. It's pretty far. I have some interesting facts to share about your baby right now.
Okay, go for it.
My internet can you hear me okay?
You're a little
okay. We're gonna wait just a few more, like 3 more minutes. Yeah. My internet is giving me issues, which it usually doesn't. Well, let's give it a second.
Yeah, I don't think that Rabbi Aaron actually believes that I'm as pregnant as I am, since he hasn't seen me for 2.5 months.
I know. Oh, Lisa Field Shapiro says, "How are you feeling?"
Feeling good. I've run out of home projects to do in preparation for the baby, though. So, I mean,
anybody have recommendations?
I want to shampoo the carpets, but I gotta figure out how to get a rug shampooer.
I think that those chemicals probably aren't great. I don't know. All right. So we answered, how are you feeling? People are starting to come on slowly, and I'm going to share it if my internet would decide to allow me to, and then we will start. Rabbi Bassin, tell us the story of your life.
I'm going to need you to be more specific. Where do you want me to start?
Okay, where do I want you to start? you know, I don't know that a lot of people understand where you grew up. So I don't need like your whole life story, but give us a teeny background of what made you the Rabbi Sarah Bassin that we know and love today.
Got it. Okay,
Can you do
so
that?
I can. Early Rabbi Bassin life started off in Kansas City, where I grew up in the suburbs, but also kind of spending a lot of weekends in Higginsville, Missouri, where my mom grew up and she was raised. So I had this solid Midwestern, slightly urban, slightly rural upbringing. I remember thinking that Kansas City was like the biggest city in the United States. I didn't have any kind of perspective of like, you know, the coast existing. So yeah, and you know, good Midwestern upbringing. I learned how to change a tire. I worked as a cleanup girl at a salon for my first job when I was 14. And then
what did your parents do?
so my parents, for most of my childhood, they jointly ran a courier service together, delivering stuff around Kansas City. Like they were Postmates before Postmates, but didn't deliver food and delivered like blueprints and small truckloads and stuff like that.
Very interesting. Okay, and what was your early like temple life?
Very active at Temple B'nai Yehuda in Kansas City, the largest Reform congregation there. Actually, the first memory that I ever actually registered was when I was in preschool. And one memory in preschool where we were sitting around a table making Stars of David out of popsicle sticks. I don't think I was aware that I was at a Jewish preschool, because I remember like turning to the kid next to me and I was like, "You're Jewish?"
You're Jewish too?
Yeah. I didn't register that the rabbi would come in every week. That was apparently not a thing for me.
It's okay. I think you've made up for it now. Okay, we have people tip when we are Sarah. We are getting tips. Are you surprised?
Tips
okay.
About what?
About getting tips on your birth. The
Oh.
tip when you come home from the hospital. Well, this is actually a little bit sad. Rabbi Sarah Bassin's puppy Evie passed away about 4 or 5 months ago. And so yeah. Marge was giving a tip about bring the dog outside, but unfortunately, when you get a dog.
So we have a game plan. We have a game plan on getting a dog. Oh, thank you. I'm just going to point this out. My husband is really lovely. He got advice from the doula that eating dates will help me go into labor. So every morning I get 2 dates in a cute little bowl. So thank you, Jordan.
Jordan, he wants that baby to come along, I guess.
Yeah, so we're planning on getting another dog once we get settled in with baby.
Do you know what kind of dog you want to get?
That is currently being negotiated out, just like every other part of our relationship.
Yes. Okay, tell us about your husband.
My husband is Jordan, and I imported him from New York to come out to LA a couple of years ago. We've known each other for more than a decade. He's like watching me as I'm telling this.
Jordan, you can totally say hi to people.
Yeah, you could just yell from there.
Hi everybody. Sorry, I'm not properly dressed.
Yeah, he's not YouTube ready.
Marta says hi, by the way. Good morning.
Oh, hey Marta.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jordan and I have known each other for like 15 plus years, but we reconnected a few years back and I started my lobbying campaign for him to be my life partner and move out to LA. Just took a couple of years of convincing, but it worked.
Marge says she knows some puppies for sale.
Noted.
I don't know if it's time quite yet, but good to know. Okay, so what is Think About It Thursdays? Think About It Thursdays, because Rabbi Bassin's been busy. She hasn't been able to watch all of our Think About It Thursdays. But it started out at the beginning. This is actually kind of funny and yet kind of sad. I wanted to do something to get people's minds off of the pandemic. And I was like, I'm going to talk about current affairs that have nothing to do with the pandemic. And then I realized there was literally nothing to talk about. At least the first like 6 weeks, there was no news. I mean, there's always something to talk about. I probably should have called you and you would have given me some
Very
tips
true.
of
I would give you
things to
nothing
think
but-
about.
Yeah.
But that being said, like it wasn't like this is the update on climate change. Like it just there weren't articles being written and podcasts. Like everything had to do with the coronavirus. So then I kind of pivoted and was like, let's just have fun. There was a lot of, not to say it's not fun, but there was a lot of meditation, a lot of singing, and I like to laugh. And when you get to know me more, like people laugh at me a lot, and it's just like a part of who I am. So that pivoted into sharing weird and funny facts. And I started just like, I found probably 1,000 facts that were ridiculous, to the point that I even last week bought this book. You can read it. I'm not going to say a swear word. True facts that sound like. Okay, so we started to share facts. But before I get to crazy facts, I thought that I would do some trivia about you being, how many weeks pregnant are you now?
38 and a half.
38 and a half. Okay. So, are you ready to answer some questions? I'm going to try to stump you.
Well,
Okay.
it's not going to be that hard. Okay, go ahead.
It's not going to be that hard. You haven't been like you study. Okay. I know you got that little app that says your baby's the size of an eggplant, something like that.
Spaghetti
Hopefully
squash.
I'll stump
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Do you know what size your baby is now?
It says spaghetti squash this week.
Oh, a squash. Okay, I was already close. All right. Between week 28 and week 32, your baby gains a certain amount of weight every week. It is equivalent to, okay, so this is how much weight your baby gains, okay? I'm going to give you some choices. A tub of ice cream, a banana, a tub of margarine, or an apple.
Okay, wait, hold on. The baby gains this if I gained a tub of ice cream every week, which, don't get me wrong, that sounds really appealing in terms of consumption.
Yes.
I would have gained like 75 pounds.
No, think about a tub of ice cream. Like, I mean, depends on what tub. Like a dryer's tub is like.
It's like a pound.
It's like a pound. Yeah, but that's a pound a week.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't think it, okay.
I think it's an apple. I think the baby gains an apple a week, because right now the baby is gaining 8 ounces a week.
That's a lot. Yeah, half a pound. All right. Do you want to know the answer is, actually, let's see if anybody has guessed. Esther would like to know what kind of squash you're gaining every week.
No, I'm not gaining a squash every week. Oh. It is a squash this week.
It is a squash. And the shape of the baby's that too?
No, so like what they give weird, like at one point it was a bunch of carrots, and I was like, how is the baby a bunch of carrots? They go by length, right? So it's like the length of a spaghetti squash. Right?
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. So the answer is, did anybody get, Jay thinks it's an apple. Okay. A big squash. Marta says a big squash. Okay. Here is the answer. The answer is between 28 and 32 weeks, your baby gains around 500 grams every week. This is equivalent to a tub of margarine.
I only eat butter now, so, you know.
And it says, I know. Who eats margarine anymore anyways? That's like so a kid of the 80s, right? But so that explains, it says here, that explains why you're suddenly bursting out of your maternity clothes. Yeah, but like, imagine that, a tub of margarine. But like margarine is light, so I bet like an apple weighs, I don't know.
Not that far off. Hey, Lizzie, did you know that Stacy's joining us right now?
Yeah, I think she's on the wrong thing.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Hold on a second, everybody. Does anybody have a question yet?
I'm sure Esther's got something up her sleeve.
Esther, let's get a question. Okay. Are you wait, I have to look back on Esther's 36 to 40 weeks is a half a pound a week. Yes.
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 Okay, so I knew that.
Has that been like, do you like weigh yourself daily? Are you one of those people?
I stopped because it doesn't feel good.
The funny thing is, like, eventually you'll be like, man, I should have weighed myself. At least there was a reason for it.
Yeah, well, you saw me yesterday during our 4 back-to-back meetings. I started off with
On your ball.
oatmeal, and then I went to watermelon, and then I had some chocolate, and then I rolled out a yoga ball,
Yeah.
and then I had more Gatorade. Like,
That's much better than the we should share some of your what your baby was created in the early weeks, like powdered donuts. Esther does, of course, have a question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What is one thing you can't eat that you wish you could?
Okay, this is going to make me sound like a terrible person. So according to all the latest scientific studies, right, and Expecting Better by Emily Oster, which is like the new pregnancy Bible, all of the information around alcohol consumption and pregnancy is like, it's not as worrisome as we once thought it was. Like, clearly you shouldn't get drunk and like go on a binge and whatever, but like having a glass a night every night is like totally fine, especially in second and third trimesters. I love booze. I cannot drink booze to save my life right now. Like, my body does not want it. Like, I will dream of a margarita. And if I try to put one up against my mouth, I just like, I can't. So yeah, that's been something that's been a little sad for me. I haven't had any booze.
Tell everybody what your favorite kind of booze usually is.
Scotch or whiskey, more smooth, not the peaty kinds. But I really like that, like mixed with citrus and spice, and yeah, that's not been a thing for me.
But like, even as you're describing it right now, it doesn't sound so appealing. No,
it sounds appealing.
Yeah.
But then like I taste it and it's just like, oh, that doesn't make me feel good. Yeah.
I know. That's been a new thing that people have said, like, you can have a glass of wine every night, or I don't know. I think in the era when we were in our parents' tummies, in our mom's tummies, people were drinking a lot more. And
drinking, smoking, drinking bleach. I'm sure that was more popular then. Maybe not. It's probably
Are you watching the thing? Oh, Esther says I can ask many questions if needed. Esther, you just go ahead. You are a professional. I am going to share one fact from this book. Are you ready for this? I already asked Sarah this. It's not so interesting, but whatever. True or false? You can't cry in space. Let's hear your answers. Take a vote. Also, Esther says she promises to make your margarita dreams come true as soon as you're able to.
There's no crying in space.
Jaden Maddox, which I believe is my sister logged in as Jaden Maddox, my nephew, says no drinking when I was pregnant. Hopefully that is not Jaden talking. Not true. Alcohol consumption. I'm on the board of FASD nonprofit. Don't even drink while you're nursing, as it goes straight to the baby. Yes, and we've also heard of like pump and dump or things like that. Okay, so yes, it is mom, that my nephew. Okay, so true or false? You can't cry in space.
Okay, so I'm not going to answer this because
you already know the answer.
I'm not going to answer this.
So let's hear what people have to say. Can you or can't you cry in space? Go. Jay says false. False. Was that regarding alcohol? I didn't know the alcohol stuff was trivia, but it became trivia. All right, I'm moving on. True. Well, sort of. Your tear ducts can still produce tears, but they don't fall. Thanks to the zero gravity environment, they just build up over your eyeballs and cloud your vision. Okay. Oh, Dorothy said no, like you can't cry in space. Well, I think emotionally you can cry, but it just doesn't. Oh, he did mean fall. Okay. Emotionally you can cry, but the tears won't fall. I have to say that so much of this book is about space. Do people really are they really interested in space? I guess so.
Well, I just think like it's outside our experience, right? So that's where all the interesting facts come from. Because like,
that's very true.
By the way, I'm on my second emergency pancakes breakfast right now.
Was that yesterday that you said you were on your second breakfast? Yep, around this time.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Sarah Bassin.
Yeah.
True or false? Elephants can jump higher than any other animal.
That's got to be false.
Anybody? Anybody?
Oh, come on. That's not true. They're too bulky.
False. Elephants actually can't jump at all.
Yeah.
Also,
their elephant joints where they can't. They can barely walk.
They can't. Trivia about Cantor Weiss. Definitely couldn't jump until pretty far in my life. It just wasn't a reality. My dad still makes fun of me for it. They used to say, "Lizzie, jump, jump," and I couldn't. Okay. Will you let us know the delivery day? There will be a temple-wide announcement post pregnancy. Okay.
Yeah, I can't no delivery date right now because I don't know delivery date right now.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, Esther says her sister-in-law can't jump. That's really, I mean, if you think about it, it's a very, like, it's like a complicated thing. I think it's a miracle that you can get your entire body to jump off the ground. Okay. Wait, we're going to do one more of these, then I'm going to go back to the pregnancy facts.
Okay.
All right. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is so inappropriate, but I just have to read it because it's like there's no kids on this. Okay, wait, hold on. And then we'll oh gosh, Esther just wrote such a divine question, and I think we have to talk about her divine question first. I can't even possibly read this. So here's Esther's question. You'll die when you see what the fact that I was going to read because it was not appropriate. Is there a particular piece of Torah that's been a source of strength or inspiration to you during your pregnancy?
Is there a particular piece of Torah that's been a source of strength during my pregnancy? That is a great question. No different than my typical Torah. Like my core Torah that I always go back to is by my teacher and mentor, Rachel Adler, who talks about Ivrim, about Hebrews, right? That's our early name as a people, actually being those who cross over or transcend or transgress. And that just really fits my personality, this whole notion of pushing boundaries and pushing up against the edge. So yeah, that's been my Jewish Torah. My secular Torah has actually been letting people know that pregnancy is not fun. I feel like a lot of people just talk about how beautiful it is and how wonderful it is, and like, you know, how what a joy it is to carry this. And I am not liked being pregnant. Like I am excited to be on the other end of this. And so I think people often get a little surprised when they're like, "How are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, feel good."
Yeah. I don't you think I feel like there's not a lot of in between people. Like people either had an amazing pregnancy or a horrible pregnancy, and there's nothing in between. And I don't know. I wonder if is it personality based? Is it literally just how everybody's body deals with pregnancy differently? That's what I think. But it is so like based on who you are as a person too.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like typically I have a very high pain threshold. So this is interesting. One of the things that our doula had us do, both Jordan and me, to prepare for like, who can conceive of contractions before you have contractions, right? So he had us hold a handful of ice.
I've heard about this. Yeah.
For a minute, right? And I like did not faze me. It did not bother me. Like I was totally fine. And we did this as part of like a Zoom group, and like other people were like tears were streaming down their face, or like Jordan was laughing, like that was his mechanism.
Right.
I was like, oh, what? So it's not like a pain threshold thing for me. I don't know. It's just constantly, I'll tell you what, it's constantly not being able to be up at my typical
like
level.
Have you feel like, I mean, do you feel like you have finally sort of surrendered?
No.
No.
No, it has been a fight the entire pregnancy.
No, like
Yeah, I mean, I always like I always want to do, right? Always want to feel productive. I'm a better human doer than a human beer.
It will be interesting to see how you come out of this on the other side with another human being to take care of, and to see if like then there's a sense of surrendering. Knowing you, I don't think there will, but
Right. For those who don't know, Jonathan, Rabbi Aaron has already preemptively made fun of my parenting skills, and is convinced that I'm just going to like read the child the encyclopedia from the moment that the child is born and take them to, socially distanced protests as soon as this child exists.
yeah. Okay, I have a trivia question for you about your baby. Here it is right now. At how many weeks pregnant or does your baby open his or her eyes?
I am going to say 24 weeks.
24 weeks. Anybody else? Let's see if we get some guesses. How we're asking when does a baby's eyes open in the womb? That's our trivia question of the moment.
I'm guessing 24 weeks because that's like earliest viability.
Okay, let's see if anybody, there's there's like a 10-second delay to YouTube, so I just want to give people a little chance to participate.
No Googling, Esther.
The funny thing is she wrote, "Don't knock reading the encyclopedia." Wrong. Sarah's baby's eyes are already open to injustice. Jay says 26 weeks. All right, a few more guesses, people.
I mean, let's be clear. Like, the books I've got for the baby are, one is by Justice Sotomayor, about incorporating and asking like awareness around kids with disabilities. I got a book about consent. I got a book about the best protesters in the 20th century.
There's some really good ones now. There's like really good ones. Okay, so the answer is 27 weeks.
Okay.
You were pretty close. The baby's eyes open. In addition to distinguishing light from the dark, this one uses she learns to focus, although she'll only be able to see objects up to 15 centimeters away after birth.
Right.
I didn't even realize that a baby would open their eyes in the womb for some reason. I
they develop all sorts of habits in the final, like right now, like literally as we're speaking, my baby is hiccuping.
I know your baby's had a lot of hiccups.
But there's been a lot of hiccups.
Is there a scientific reason why babies get hiccups?
They're swallowing, like they're practicing breathing by swallowing the amniotic fluid, right? And so, his little diaphragm doesn't quite know entirely what to do with that sometimes as they're practicing. So it's like, lots of hiccups.
Okay, so but I can't find this fact, but I read it in preparation. When does a baby smell in the womb?
What's there to smell? Amniotic fluid?
So this one was an interesting fact. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anybody's questions. Okay, Esther, you are on. You can produce a Sarah's Social Justice Baby Bookshelf TV show. What would that look like? I wonder. I just realized.
I'll tell you what it would look like. Okay. First of all, it would involve me reading to baby, right? So everybody gets to hear the book. And then we do baby reenactment and baby dress up as ex-protester.
All right. Rabbi Adam Lutz, did you hear that? That is a Jew at Home program. Let's give her about 3 months, and then everyone can log on for, what did we call it? Sarah's Social Justice Baby Bookshelf TV show. Okay, that'd be really funny. So the answer about the smelling in the womb is that they actually do develop the sense of smell early on, but because there's no air in the womb, there's no scent for the baby to smell. But the sense of smell, which I look back, I'm like, how did scientists figure this out? Doctors figure this out, that like they could smell, but there's nothing to smell, is basically the answer to that.
That makes sense, right? Like you develop the olfactory capacity, you know?
Ooh, that you're using fancy words now. All right.
I
Here we
have
go.
everything to owe to Mr. Allen, my 10th grade English teacher, who taught us a lot of Latin roots for vocabulary.
Oh, you could have done good at a spelling bee. Okay, no, but like roots are what help you with like spelling and stuff, you know?
Mhm.
I mean, I think when they say, excuse me, can you give me the root of that word? Okay. I had some of these marked and my things came out of them, which really sucks. We're not doing sports facts because neither
Absolutely
of us
not. But
we're
nobody's
that is
needs to go
just
anywhere on
that is just okay. Here's like a useless fact. True or false? And I don't know the answer to this. No one has ever guessed the exact price of their showcase on The Price is Right.
No, that's got to be false. That has got to be false.
Shout out to Jill Tiernan, our wonderful congregant who works for The Price is Right. All right. True or false? No one has ever guessed the exact price of their showcase on The Price is Right.
I'm calling false, and I really miss Bob Barker.
So I know. So here's my question. You're saying false. So like how many times do you think that it might have happened?
Under a dozen.
Under a dozen. Anybody else? Jay says that was false. So as of the publication of this book, which I don't know when that was, false, but it has only happened once in the show's history. And of course,
Wait.
everyone
When they get it exactly, if they get it exactly, don't they get both showcases? Isn't that the deal? Am I making that up? It's been a long time since
I don't know. I haven't watched it in like years.
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing. Everyone accused him of cheating. By all accounts, it appears to have been legitimate. But it has only happened one time in the
there was that show that somebody did figure out the algorithm for, the Whammy show. What was the Whammy show?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Whammy. Yeah. Oh, like how many times you press the
press your luck.
Yes.
Yeah. So somebody figured out the algorithm for that and like totally gained the game show at some point. There was a movie about it.
I mean, if people can like count cards in poker and stuff, then I believe that's true. He said, yeah, Jay said, press your luck. Is that what you said?
Yep.
All right. Here is a guess for you. The first commercial ever was a commercial for what kind of object?
A television commercial.
That'd be that's kind of ironic.
I'm asking, are we talking about a television commercial?
Yes, the first television commercial.
Television commercial. I'm gonna guess a car commercial.
Any other guesses? And like what year around do you think the first commercial came out? I can't even when it comes to television, I don't even understand when did the first television like
I 51, right? Like you had some television, but it took a little bit for the commercials
for them to realize that they could like actually make money off of it. All right. False. So it wasn't a car. The fact was the first television commercial ever was a car commercial. So that is false. Marta! Fantastic. It was actually a commercial for watches and it aired in 1941. Marta got it. MW Media. 1 point for Marta.
Well done, Marta. Well done.
Well done, Marta. Okay. Brill cream. Marge thinks it was for Brill cream. Okay. Oh, here's one. One more, and then we're going to talk about something else.
Okay.
In The Wizard of Oz, the dog playing Toto was paid an actual salary. How much was the dog in The Wizard of Oz paid per week?
$50.
$50? Anybody else? $50? We have $150. I like using this mic. It makes me feel like.
I mean, it's a pretty prominent role, right? I've never watched The Wizard of Oz, but it's a pretty prominent role, right? For Toto?
Yeah, I think it's a very prominent role. Anybody? I'm going to wait 10 seconds for answers. How much was the dog who played Toto? 100, 500?
Do you know this about me, that I've deliberately never watched Wizard of Oz because I got like one too many Kansas jokes and just snapped when I got to college. So I'm like, I refuse to ever watch the movie.
Wait, so you hadn't watched it when you got to college?
Right.
I
right.
never, to me, it was very scary. Like, I watched it as a kid, and then just something about it was just too many feelings. And all right, the answer is he was paid $125 a week. That was more than many of the film's human actors were paid.
Wow.
Justice for the dog.
Lucky owner.
I know, right? Okay, last one for Beatles fans out there. Let's see who's the biggest Beatles fan. Okay. John Lennon, true or false? John Lennon signed the paperwork formalizing the band's split while staying at the Disney World Hotel, the happiest place on the planet.
He doesn't strike me as a Disney World hotel kind of guy.
Yeah. So really, in the big world, the big question is, where did the official Beatles breakup happen?
It didn't, like, nobody brought him the paperwork in bed with Yoko. That's not how it happened. That would be my guess.
I don't know. Anybody know? Jay says false. We do have some people who have some trivia skills here, if you could call this trivia. All right. And by the way, once we finish this, I'm going to take a few questions, about 5 minutes of questions. All right. First of all, it is true. The breakup happened at Disney World Hotel. That is exactly where John Lennon signed the paperwork.
Fascinating.
So anyway, Dorothy Salkin, it's very important to know, she says, what clothing you are taking to the hospital to bring home. Oh, what clothing the baby will be wearing to bring home. But I don't know if you can say that, because then you'd have to.
No, please, Lizzie. All the clothing is gender neutral that we have purchased ourselves,
Yes.
right? You know, people have been really generous and like giving us some stuff. So we have some pink, some blue. But we have like a cute little brownish, yellow kind of giraffe-y situation, top and bottom for the baby.
Giraffe.
I think so.
What's the theme of your baby room?
The baby room is a gray. The colors are gray, and it's
Okay.
global travel maps. So we
All
have
right.
a decal on the wall of a
Listen,
globe.
we have a captive audience right now.
Oh,
What is the number one thing that you'd like to see people do versus the number one thing you don't want to see people do after you give birth? We have 25 people watching right now.
oh my gosh.
Give them a sense of what Sarah Bassin's gonna love. And by the way, everything could change after she has a baby, and she's like, I thought I was gonna hate this, and I love,
Yeah, I mean, my gut is that I'm not gonna want to be terribly responsive over emails and phone calls and stuff. So I'm anticipating a lot of like lovely, nice wishes that I hope people will forgive if we're not timely in returning those lovely, nice wishes.
Okay. So you'll like the wishes, but you want people to be understanding that you might not have time to answer all of them.
It's not, I'll have all the time in the world. I might not have the brain capacity, right? That's what I'm worried about.
Right.
So that's what I don't want. You know, my love language is food. So when that meal train goes out, if people are open to getting stuff on that, that's
So everyone will definitely be watching for their for their emails, but I would say reach out to me. I'll be the gatekeeper to the Bassins.
Bassin Reimer, baby Bassin Reimer.
Yes, you're right, baby Bassin Reimer. All right, Sarah Bassin, I'm gonna need you to turn off the sound on your computer in a second, because there's a trivia question that I have. Okay. You're going to turn off your, I have to show a sign, but you have to walk away for a second. So you're going to turn off your camera, turn off your sound. Don't hear anything, and walk into the other room, and I'll text you. I'll text you when you should come back in. Okay.
Okay. I'm muting you now.
Okay.
I can't hear
You have your
anything.
phone? You have your
Okay,
phone?
So I'm going away and I've got my phone, so you'll text me.
Okay. Okay. Everyone be quiet.
Surprise, yep. That's what I figured surprise is the.
Okay, if you have a sign, hold it up. Oh, Alex, come back in. Hold on a second. Okay. Hi, guys. Okay, if you have a sign, you're going to hold it up. I'm going to text her and tell her to come back in a second. Everyone can be. Oh, there's so many people here. Okay. All right. When she comes, everyone can yell.
Are we supposed to
Surprise.
unmute ourselves?
Yes, unmute yourself. Oh, Alex can't get in for some reason. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
We're supposed to unmute ourselves?
No, you can. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. Alex can't get in for some reason. Hold on a second. I know. I'm gonna retext him the link. Hold on. No, you can. Yeah, you can unmute yourself.
You also have some people in the waiting room.
I know. I keep admitting all. So many people on here. Hi, guys. Sarah is typing to me right now. She's so confused. You keep saying joinings. Hi, Danielle. Okay. All right. She's so confused. All right. Tanaz is on. Hold on. Somebody send. Where's invite? Hold on. Let me resend this to Alex, and then we'll come back in. Okay. Is everybody ready? If you have a sign, hold it up. Okay, and everyone's gonna do one-word blessings when we're ready. Okay, she's like so confused. Is everybody ready? Okay, is everyone ready? When you see her walk up to the screen, yell surprise. Everyone's gonna do come back now. I'm telling her, is everybody ready? Okay, is everyone ready? When you see her walk up to the screen, yell surprise. Come back now. I'm telling her. All right, here we go. Hi, hold up your signs. Okay, is everyone ready? When you see her walk up to the screen, yell
Surprise! Are you serious? That's so sweet. I literally thought that like there were like 5 people who were watching this thing. Oh my god.
It's almost time to welcome baby Bassin Rhymer, and we wanted to get together some of your Yo Pro
Baby
staff.
Bassin.
Baby Bassin. I totally just ignored all the YouTube people. Hi, YouTube people. Rabbi Bassin, this is your virtual surprise sort of baby shower. Welcome.
Slash belated birthday party.
So first of all, I want to give I have to find her. Rosie Frank, raise your hand. There's Rosie. Let's see if I can spotlight her real quick. There we go. Rosie, do you want to say hi? Oh, Lenny Bassin is trying to get in. We got to let Daddy Bassin in. Hold on.
I guarantee you it's Leah, but under the name.
No, they were both trying to get in. And if you noticed that Stacy was trying to get in about a half hour ago, that's why.
That makes sense.
The timing was a little off. All right, Karen, guess what? Because you're on here, I'm making you a co-host because you're good at letting people in. All right, Rosie Frank. She sort of had the idea to gather. Well, she wanted to do a gift. Where is I'm going to spotlight Rosie and let you say hi, and then everybody's going to go around and give a little blessing. All right, Rosie. Hi, Rosie.
Hi. Hi.
Everybody else should mute themselves.
We have a gift coming your way, a pretty large self-care gift, because I know you're not big on your own self-care. So we want to make sure that you're taken care of while you're looking over your little new baby. And we are so happy for you. And I'm so excited for this new chapter in your life. So we just wanted to thank you in this way.
Rosie, guys, this is unbelievable. Thank you so much.
Rosie is one of our dedicated YoPro members. Also, where is Danielle Soto and Tanaz Lavian? Maybe wave so everyone can see you. We're on but they also were in on this with me. Oh, Tanaz is holding a little is that a hippo?
It says Nika's hippo. She loves the hippo more than anything.
It was very funny. I do have to say, talk about trivia. We were going around and there was like this text message train and I'm like, we should get her a really lush robe and all this stuff. And then Tanaz was like, guys, she needs something washable. She needs something like it was very funny. Like,
guys,
so Tanaz,
Louis is here from New York.
Louis is here from New York. Okay, so we are going to go around. I'm going to call your name. I don't want to forget about people on YouTube too. If you're on YouTube and you want to send a blessing, please type it into the chat. But not to put too much pressure on you, Rabbi Aaron. I'm starting with you, even because you're good at spontaneous blessings. Would you like to give a short little blessing to Rabbi Bassin and to Jordan?
Hi, you guys. So excited for you and the new changes. And I just can't help but see Rabbi Lutz with his little baby there and knowing that you are going to be standing next to him, holding your baby someday. And it's going to be so beautiful. But the blessing and wish that we have for you comes from the blessing we give our children on Shabbat. It says, Yisimcha Elohim Keh. And the Keh is, may God make you like. And my hope and dream and blessing for the two of you is that your child is like them and is able to reach the incredible potential that any child that comes from the two of you has, that they're able to be the combination of the two of you in terms of brains and brawn and
not neuroses
and non-neuroses, and that someday your child could turn into a nice little child like we have, but really not to be like this one, but to be exactly like yours and to reach everything that your child has in front of him or her. So mazal tov to you.
I would just add that my blessing is that you let that person diaper your baby as much as you want so that you can like go out for walks, let her come over with her mash. She's very an expert at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, now I'm going to go across my screen. Pete and Hope.
I'd like to bless Rabbi Bassin and Jordan with the wisdom of asking your mothers and fathers questions about how they handled new babies so that you can listen to what they did and take it to your heart and decide how it relates to your reality.
And my advice is listen carefully and smile when people give you advice, but you already know what to do. You'll do great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Ruby, are you ready, Ruby, to give your blessing? You've been on this earth for 4 months.
Ruby,
Okay.
you want to give a blessing? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So our blessing for you guys, hi sweetie, yeah, is that you get lots of smiles from soon to be child, and more than anything, I want to wish you guys just have patience and take deep breaths. The first 4 months are challenging. I would love to bless you with sleep, but that's just not going to happen. So I bless you with just like those little moments in between when you're feeling tired and exhausted to be able to take a deep breath and step back and just enjoy the moment as best as you can, even though it'll be hard. I'm sure you're sick of people telling you it's going to be hard, because we were sick of people telling us it's going to be hard. But just as best you can to have compassion on yourselves for the journey that you've been embarking on, and that you will, continue to embark on for the rest of your life.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruby.
Amen. Amen. Okay, next up is Helene Winston. Let's keep these a little shorter, guys, just to give everybody a chance.
Are you sure we don't put it on share?
Helene? You unmute. Okay. All right. We'll come back to you, Helene. Kevin?
Okay. Oh,
Oh, there she is. Go ahead, Helene.
sorry, Helene's technically challenged. I will not tell you it's hard. I will tell you it is amazing, and just enjoy it all. But Jordan, you've got to do your work. Sarah puts the food in, you take Sarah puts the food in the baby, you get rid of the food. Just make it a team thing and have fun. It is such an amazing journey, and it's, I mean, really make something to make you believe in God and whatever. When you watch this child, it is amazing to watch them grow up in front of you. So just enjoy it, have fun. It's all good, and you're blessed to have this journey. So enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helene. Kevin?
Lizzie, maybe say Kevin next.
Oh, oops.
Okay.
Also, Lizzie.
Sorry, somebody keep muting me. Sorry.
Just
Hello.
a second, Kevin.
Hold on, Kevin, one sec.
So my in-laws are going to be joining. So Karen, if you see Asher and Pessy Reimer, let them in.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Kevin.
All right, Kevin.
My in-laws are going to be joining. So Karen, if you see Asher
So,
and
okay.
Pessy Reimer.
Sorry, there was like a. Okay, so I'm going to give you best advice on how to raise a kid. From my experience, I would say just always love the kid, no matter what, no matter if he spills food on your favorite carpet, because from this point of you and Jordan, everything you guys do is for this baby, it's for this child, and your life is over. You do it all for your kids from now on. Buy a house for your kids, invest in their future, and do everything for them and love them, and even if your child turns out to be a huge Republican, still love them no matter what.
I think he named the one thing that would not be acceptable. All right. Summer and Jania.
We don't want to follow Kevin. That's too hard. Sarah and Jordan, from our family to yours, we love you. We admire you. And the advice we give you is to love. There is nothing better. There's nothing more. It solves everything that a Band-Aid doesn't. And even with a Band-Aid, the love is the best. So we wish you just love.
Love you, Rabbi Sarah.
Love you too. And all I want to do is raise a summer Quinn. That's it.
Love you.
All right. Rosie, do you have anything to add to your original message?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm qualified to give any parenting advice. But I just want to say that I love you both, and I will bring all the food that you want, and any self-care that you need, just let me know. I'm your gal. So.
Aw, that's so sweet. And really, Rosie, thank you again, because you stemmed this whole thing, and we can, thank you. All right, Becca and Sarah.
Okay. Hi. It's exciting to see you guys. just briefly, I wanted to say, I think having a kid is a very optimistic act, and it's like a real beautiful investment in the future of all of us. So I just want to wish you and bless you with continued optimism.
No, you're crying. I just want to say that we are so excited for you guys. We love you. We feel so blessed to be part of this community, and I think the blessing that I want to give to you guys is unity. I think it's really special to bring a new baby into such a beautiful community, and yeah, we're lucky to be a part of it, and we hope that your new baby will. We know that your new baby will just enrich this beautiful community. And yeah, and we love you. And we're also here if you need food or babysitting. And we'll wear masks, gloves, whatever. But we're here for you. We love you.
Thank you, guys. Cynthia.
Okay, we're unmuted. All right. Hey, you guys, just sending all of our love and all of our best wishes for you both. If there's anything I could say, it's just trust yourselves. You're going to be amazing parents. This baby is so blessed already. And just a giant hug to you both. Mwah.
Amen. Thank you, Cynthia. All right, Winnie and Noah.
Hi, we love you guys, and we wish your family love, happiness, and health for eternity.
And we hope that each day you take some time to find joy and amazement in unexpected places.
Thank you. Just know that you guys are going to be responsible for teaching our baby all of her or his dance moves.
I just wanted to say Alex kept trying to get in. You can see he's up on Kevin's box up there. For some reason I could not admit him into the room. I don't know. Kevin, is he live right now?
Yeah, he's live. He can say hi. He can talk.
I can hear you guys. Hi, Sarah. Sorry the Zoom thing didn't work out for me, but Mazel tov.
Thank you. Oh my God, I miss you. It's good to see you,
Alex.
I would have loved to see you all. Sorry, I can't participate. I'm going to be shutting down. Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome,
Thanks,
Alex.
Danielle Soto.
At 3 years old, you're going to have your child running around with no pants on, as I currently am experiencing. So I'm keeping an eye on Noah. See you guys.
Thanks, Alex. All right, Danielle.
Am I unmuted? Can you hear me? Okay. Wow. It's first of all so good to see everybody's faces. This is so wonderful. Sarah and Jordan, first of all, I want to say thank you for making more members of YoPro for the eventual future. Lord knows we need it. I want to bless you with a pint of bourbon for, next week, the week after, eventually. I know that you guys are going to be incredible parents because I already know you've taken care of me for a long time. So I know that you know what it's like to have a teenager. P.S. If you get a Summer Quinn, I get a Skylar Quinn. I think it's only fair. And my blessing for you is Jordan and Sarah to always stay romantic, stay passionately in love with each other. I think babies bring a lot of gross moments and unpleasant, not sexy moments. So I want you guys to stay sexy.
Stay sexy. All right, let's move it along because we're going over. Tanaz.
I'm so excited for you guys. It says yay all over the place, over and over again. I just want to let you know that just savor every moment. You're going to get caught up in, did they nap long enough? Did they drink enough? None of it really matters. Your baby is healthy. Just make sure you all stay healthy together. That's what really matters. And it's amazing. Nika's now 11 months old. I have no idea where the time went. Write things down. You're going to forget them. It's really special and it's beautiful. And may you just have so much happiness together. Lots of love.
Stacy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
You guys hear me? Okay. Sarah and Jordan, enjoy this new chapter in your life. The one thing I can say is sleep when the baby sleeps. It doesn't matter if the house is clean. Get your sleep in. It is easy. It is a breeze. Cherish every moment, the smiles, the coos, the love, the laughter, even the sleepless nights, the scrapes on the knee. Enjoy it all. And like Tanaz said, write it all down because it goes by in the blink of an eye. Oh, I'm crying thinking of my own kids. Sending you both much love and happiness. And I know you have a million people to call, but add me to your list if you have any questions. We're so excited to meet the new baby. Yay.
Yay. Okay.
Jordan goes.
Can I go? Can I go?
Yes, go, Jordan.
Unfortunately, I have a meeting at 11 o'clock. This is so sweet, you guys. Thank you so much. Wow, I had no idea that it was gonna be like this. This is so sweet, and so Sarah is very lucky to have this kind of community, and it's really palpable how much love you have for her, and I can see why. She's pretty great. We're very excited. Thank you so much for all the love and all the blessings. We're really excited, and we can't wait to share our baby with all of you. And you know what I've been calling the Simba moment, right? Like showing the baby to the whole community. But anyway, thank you guys so much. You know, Chag Sameach, happy Shavuos, and see you guys later.
Thank you, Jordan. Ben.
Hi, I just wanted to say I'm so excited for you, Sarah, and for Jordan, and for you as a couple. And you're both amazing people, and you're bringing an amazing person into this world, and I'm so excited to meet them. And yeah, just, you know, I couldn't think of two people who I'm more excited to be parents because you're both great. So congratulations.
Thank you, Ben. Lewis, coming from New York City or Brooklyn? Uh-oh, we can't hear you. You were on and then you were off.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Greetings from the South Bronx. I would like to wish you equanimity. And I feel it's something that you inherently hold and have in yourself. You are such a patient person, and I feel like that is a wonderful quality in a parent. I feel that children ask incredible questions, and I know from experience that you have the best approach to questions. In terms of coming into this community, I will always remember meeting you once a week with my little book of questions about the Tanakh and talking to you for an hour and just having you answer all of these random questions. So I look forward to what you learn from your child and what you teach your child. And I do want to share that you are on my wall of favorite memories, you and Jordan. And
no way.
I wake up to you guys.
Pessy and my parents, I just want to tell you that Lewis was our engagement photographer. So that's why he's got that. Oh, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Lewis. We are so happy you could join. I'm going to save Sarah's parents for a moment. Let's do Adam, Karen, Jenny, and Pauline, and then we'll go back to Lenny and Leah. All right, Amanda.
Sarah, I think you're going to be the most amazing mom. You two deserve every bit of happiness that this baby's going to bring you. And as Cynthia said, just trust your gut. It will all be wonderful. You'll be you'll just be incredible and just spread the love. I can't wait for you. Bye.
Thank you. All right, Karen. Oh, the screens keep moving. Karen.
Hi, Sarah. I'm speaking for Sherry too. She had to step away. I don't know if you noticed how Ruby was adoringly looking at her father while Adam was speaking. I wish that love and more for you with your baby, and it's just amazing how such a tiny baby can really fill your heart with so much love. Wish you an easy delivery, and you got this. And once we're back in the office, you know, Sherry and Karen's babysitting service, we watch dogs, we watch children. We can't wait to have another member in our group besides Amos and Nika. Love you.
All right, Denny. You're muted.
Sorry, guys. Sarah, I'm so excited for you. And I know you and Jordan are going to be amazing parents. So I'm sure it will be a little bit difficult in the beginning, but I just wish you a really pleasant road. I know it's been a long time. I'm sure you're ready to give birth right now. But just very, very happy for you. Can't wait to meet your baby and just enjoy.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jenny. Oi, sorry. All right. And I'm going to get my dog to stop, but I think Pauline.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you. This is Pessy. She's my mother-in-law. Pessy, awesome that you're here.
Yes, so hopefully you can't see me because Jordan gave me 18 seconds of notice and my pajamas are not my best ones, so I decided not to put myself on. But I just wanted to wish that your future child gives you as much nachas and joy as you and Jordan have given Leah, Lenny, Asher, and me as children. And that because of COVID, our babysitting services have been put on hold. So unless you could fly to New York or we could fly to LA somehow easily, we're going to have to take a rain check on babysitting for a while. So sorry about that.
Thank you, Pessy. I love you.
I love you too. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
All right. And last but not least, I believe the parents of the mommy to be, Leah and Lenny.
Sarah, can you hear us?
We can.
Yay.
Yay for once. I want to bless you with the ray of sunshine in the world as you have been to us.
Sarah, I hope you enjoy being in parenthood nearly as much as we will be enjoying grandparenthood again. We love you so much.
I love you guys. Thanks for joining.
Can't wait to hold.
Oh, that was a beautiful way to end. And my blessing for you is that you garner the energy of this community and know that we really are there for you and that you can call anyone, especially on this screen and beyond, for help or for venting or for food or for alcohol once you're allowed to drink again. And that we all love you and that we hope that the power of this community becomes a foundation of your baby to be's life.
I love
And
you
with
guys.
that,
You're amazing. Lizzie, Rosie, Danielle, everybody who was part of making this happen. You're the best. I feel super loved. Ready to have this baby. Let's do this.
with that, we say Besha'a Tova. We can't wait to hear more news, and everyone will watch their emails or their text messages, and we'll keep you informed. And watch for meal trains. And Sarah and Jordan have very specific food requests. So make sure you watch those details very carefully. I'll be helping with that. And with that, we love you, and we love baby Bassin Reimer to be.
Thank
Bye,
you.
shalom. I'm ending the meeting. Bye, folks.